when you file a medical malpractice case, is it going to automatically be a slam dunk? What I mean is, will the defense attorneys and the people representing the hospital and the doctors and things of that nature, are they just going to automatically settle and say, here's your check, you got a slam dunk case, we're ready to just move on with everything? Want to know what I'm getting at here? Stay with me as I share with you this very important information. Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I am a childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorney practicing law in the state of Maryland, and I would like to quickly talk with you today about that question. How often will you see what we call slam dunks if you file a medical malpractice case? Well, the truth of the matter is that in most cases, when we are dealing with birth injury and medical malpractice cases, that these cases are going to take time to get to the conclusion. In other words, very rare will you have a situation where your case will be what people try to, categorize it or to try to say a slam dunk. Very rarely will you have that. And a lot of the reason that is the case is because what is needed to prove cases like this, what you have to do to be successful. And under Maryland law, there are a lot of things that have to happen when we are talking about a medical malpractice or a birth injury, birth trauma case. And Maryland law requires that we have to use medical experts. We have to use medical experts that will give opinions as to the standard of care and whether your treating doctor fell below that standard of care, causing your injury or causing your harm. I talk about standard of care a lot because it is really important. You have to have the standard of care, causation. You have to have these things nailed down before you can become successful in these cases. And so that's why in a lot of instances, you're not just going to have that instant slam dunk as to where the defense is immediately going to roll over, because they are going to get their own experts to take a look at what happened in your case. They are going to have their experts to take a look at the medical records and to give the defense attorneys who represent the doctors in the hospitals, they're going to have their experts to give them opinions as to that standard of care, whether there was a deviation from it and whether that deviation is what caused the injury or the harm. So the purpose of today's quick video is to help you understand whether you are automatically going to have this slam dunk type of process when we are dealing with medical malpractice cases. I'm shooting this video today because this question can come up sometimes, and that's really how we see it. It's, well, Mr. Boston, I had a bad result, and because I had this bad result, that's automatically going to mean I have to have a slam dunk case. And I'm trying to help you understand that it does not work that way. There are rules, there are things that we have to follow when we are trying to get through a birth injury or a medical malpractice case. If you have more questions, maybe you are here today because you suffered a bad result and you're trying to get some clarification as to whether that bad result is automatically going to mean that it must have been medical malpractice because I was in the care of a doctor or a hospital. I'm trying to help you understand more about this process. If you have more questions, if you would like to speak with me about what you may have going on, maybe you're here because you have suffered an injury and you've been at the care of in the care of a doctor or a hospital, or maybe your baby has suffered an injury at birth and now you may have a CP diagnosis, cerebral palsy, or there may be other issues that are present and now you have questions. If you have all of that going on and you would like to speak with me further, this is what I invite you to do. And remember, taking this next action, it costs you absolutely nothing. And what is that action? Pick up the phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832, or if you prefer, you can send me an email to medicalinjury@BostonLawGroupLLC.com. I answer birth trauma and medical malpractice questions just like yours all the time, and I'll be happy to take some time and listen to your story. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys practicing law at Boston Law Group LLC, and we will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.